Barney Goes to School is a Barney in the Backyard Gang special from 1990, and this actually kind of feels quite like an episode of Barney and Friends because it mostly takes place in a classroom. And of course, there will be spoilers as I discuss some things in this that I really enjoyed. Again, I have no recollection of watching Barney and the Backyard Gang as a child, but we have some songs that are very nostalgic for me, and this is definitely a very educational episode, but it's also a great way to get children excited about going to school because Tina loves school and she wishes she was back at school. And Barney comes to life and is able to magic her into the classroom. And of course, the other children are there as well. And the children that we have in this episode, we have quite a lot of them. We have Michael, Lucy, and Tina, Amy, and Adam and Derek. And of course, we have Barney. So there are a lot of different characters in this one, and it's all about the different things that one might experience in the classroom learning things, painting, singing songs, of course. So it's really educational. There are a lot of great opportunities for learning here. We also have this adorable little hamster, and I grew up with quite a few hamsters, so that's something I particularly would have loved as a child. The classroom setting is obviously a great space because there's a lot to look at, a lot to interact with. It also helps to make that kind of space familiar for perhaps younger children who are not yet at school. It can help to show what that kind of environment looks like and the kind of things, books, painting materials, etc., that they might be able to interact with when they go. So, a really, really great Barney and the Backyard Gang special. We also have some brilliant songs. I won't mention them all, but I'll mention some highlights. There were some I hadn't heard of, such as Alligator Pie, which is a bit strange, but good, silly fun that I think the target audience will really appreciate. We also have Look Through the Window, and a personal favourite that I didn't know as a child, but as a fan of George M. Cohan, I loved You're a Grand Old Flag, and Barney's got a great costume on. Barney has quite a few costume changes in this. Visually, it's very, very engaging. We also have songs about the days of the week, and the alphabet, and weather, and shapes, and so many other great learning opportunities. We also have If All the Rain Drops, which is definitely a very nostalgic song and one that I love as an adult as well. So I really enjoyed this for the nostalgia. I love that it feels quite like a Barney and Friends episode, and I love how educational it is. So I think so far, this has to be my favourite Barney and the Backyard Gang installment. I think. There are a couple left before I decide on which one gets that title. But for now, I really thoroughly enjoyed Barney Goes to School, and for the target audience, I'd say it's pretty perfect.